standing at the entrance of the Pompeii ruins, and we are about to take a self-guided tour. It was really easy to get out here. You just jump on the train and it's about an hour from the center of Naples. So when you get here, there's a bunch of tour guides trying to solicit you for their business, or you can just pay €6.50 for your self-guided tour informational phone thingy. It looks like an old phone. We bought the art card, which was €32 per person. It gives you access to all of the public transportation in Naples and out here to Pompeii, and you get to pick 2 sites to visit for free with that card. So we're gonna do Pompeii and Herculaneum, trying to do it all on the same day, and you also get a 3rd site from their list of things to do for half off. So for us, that is totally worth it. It's a 3-day card. We're here for 2.5 days. Perfect situation. Let's go check it out. This is the entrance into the city of Pompeii through one of the 7 gates. I'm totally failing at my mapping skills. I cannot figure out where we are, and I cannot find these numbers. Every time I push one, I'm totally disoriented. He's always talking about something that doesn't seem to correlate with where I am. Everyone else seems to know where they are except for me. Finally figured out where I am, which is good. But if I didn't rent this audio guide and I didn't have my map, I would be completely lost because nothing is labeled except for the numbers to the audio guide. So if you don't have your own guide, get one of these, or else you'll get lost in Pompeii like me. I'm in the basilica, and this was mostly built in the mid-2nd century. It was used for the justice system for the first part, and then later for religious purposes. To give you a perspective of how massive the Pompeii ruins are, let me show you this map. The areas that we've been to right now are from number 1 to number 5, so we've seen that much. That's a lot of ancient city. This is gonna take us all day. Standing in the Forum. Right behind me is Mount Vesuvius, which erupted in 79 AD, killing the population in Pompeii. There's some old statues that are replicated here that are now found in the Naples Archaeological Museum. Right behind me is where they stored all of the archaeological finds that are still here that were found in Pompeii. There's one of the bodies they found called the Mule Man because they found him crutching next to his mule. They basically put plaster in these holes that they found, and they were able to get the shape of the different bodies of the people that died here. Just up ahead, there are at least 3 stray dogs that I see. That is crazy. We're inside of a house, the house of the ship of Europe. This is a picture of a boat. You could barely make it out. And some sort of milling machine. It feels so weird just to be walking on this 2,000-year-old city, like all over it, and there's not a whole lot of restrictions. There's no like signage for anything, not really any rules. It just feels really wrong somehow. These little stones here were used as the crosswalk. So this was just the main street right here. There's carriages coming through. The rocks were placed in a way where the carriages could slide right through them. And what happened is people would cross right here, like such, because, get this road was used not only as a passageway, but also as their sewage systems. So it's an ancient crosswalk. Don't step in poop, guys.
I would literally be standing in poo, like ankle deep right here.
Yeah, you're covered in poo. Standing in front of the amphitheater, which was built in 80 BC. Here's the main entrance to the amphitheater, and there's the tunnels here that run on the ground level around the amphitheater because there are no underground chambers like in some of the other ones. Is so massive. It's like 3.5 kilometers, I think, across, and you could spend days just looking at the details. I mean, we're trying to make it through within a reasonable amount of time because we want to go see Herculaneum right after, but it's tough. I'd say do some reading before you come here. You could really enjoy it a lot more, and maybe bring your own book. It's incredible. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen, and I've been wanting to come here for such a long time, but the lack of information and the lack of preservation is a little bit disappointing to me. We're exiting Pompeii, which by the way has 2 eyes, and the current city of Pompeii only has 1. Fun little tidbit there. And we're gonna go try to make it to Herculaneum, which is also right off the same train. They close at 5, it's 2:30 now, so we don't have a lot of time, but we're gonna do it. Bye, Pompeii!